the past couple of months, and we talked after the Egger fight, and shoot, him looking good, man. He's doing good.
Yeah, man. Floyd's looking like Floyd, bro. I'm saying like just the older, smarter veteran. You feel me? Like so, it's very interesting and inspiring watching him fight, and not because he feels like he has to get up for this, because he doesn't. You know, like he could have got off his couch, went down and beat this boy up, but just to his professionalism, like the fact that he's getting the ring, so he wants to be the best he can be. Like that's dope to me. You feel me? Like he really doesn't have to do anything, but he's still doing it. Like that's just a different kind of person. You know me? So he's inspiring me, bro. Like that's why I hang around. Like people think I don't care about no clout or more. I don't care about none of that. Like I'm trying. I get around Floyd and I pick up the jewels that he drops. You feel me? Like this man, he's done what I'm trying to do at the highest level. So like being around him and watching how he moves, stuff that he says, what's important to him, what's not important to him. That's stuff that I pay attention to. Like I don't really don't care about no pictures and videos, whatever. Granted, I'm gonna take a video if I'm there. You feel me? Like, but I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up the game.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I would say, like, just to be a fly on the wall, man.
That's a fact, bro.
And I'll
You're a fly in the wall in the right room, bro. You can learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. So I just try to put myself around the right people so I can learn.
yeah, for real. So what have you been up to, man? After our latest interview.
Um, Training, working. I got working my gym. Like I said, I own a gym in Las Vegas now, 3D boxing and fitness. It's gonna be one of the best gyms in Vegas. I mean, it is one of the best gyms. It's gonna be one of the most well known, respected. My goal is to make my gym the check-in, the boxing check-in. Vegas is already a mecca of boxing. I want boxers to come to Vegas and come to the gym first. But like, I'm trying to get away from that. I was just telling one of my guys here that I'm trying to change the image of Vegas of being Sin City. I want it to be like people come to Vegas. You're not coming here for just gambling, drinking, and girls. You come here to work out. You come here. You feel me? Like for the other stuff in Las Vegas. So my gym is gonna be part of that.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I know, man. I see you making a lot of moves,
Thank
and
you, bro.
always on that grind for your gym. And
Yeah.
hopefully one day, man, I could actually interview you in the ring over there.
And no, hopefully one day, man, book your ticket, come to Vegas, and then you good, man. I'm always here. So if you come to Vegas, there's nothing to hop in the Uber and pull up, bro. You good. You my guy. It took me for a minute, so pull up.
I appreciate it, man. And any anything coming up like that you're planning for your next fight or
Well, I've got offered a couple of fights recently, but I've turned them down because I'm not letting promoters hold me anymore. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that you're not gonna call me and tell me, oh, fight next week against an undefeated kid from Poland. That you know what I'm saying? Like that was my last offer. I got offered a fight against an undefeated kid from Poland. 2 weeks notice. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't find no footage. I'm like, so you're setting me up to lose. You feel me? Like you can't as a reporter, you can't possibly think I'm a champion. Can you imagine? Just think about this. Imagine when Floyd was coming up. If they called Floyd, was like, hey, yo, Floyd, you want to fight this dude that no one's ever heard of next week for $25,000? Like, come on, bro. Like, he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, because he valued himself and he put himself in a position where everybody else valued him as well. So that's what I'm doing with my career. I'm valuing myself. Like, I feel like I built a fan base where people want to see me fight. If you put me in the ring right now with anybody at 160, people are going to say it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it right now. You honestly, as a boxer fan, who at 160 would you be like, nah, I wouldn't watch you fight him. There is nobody. You put
true.
right? Like I'll fight anybody at 160. So if fans want to see that, pay me my worth. You can give me a real Kent, and I'll fight anybody, bro. You give me 6 weeks, I'll fight anybody at 160. So that's all I feel like I've deserved that. I earned that. My last fight I took it in 6 days notice. I lost 26 pounds in 6 days and still gave you one of the best fights in card. You know what I'm saying? Like fight before that, when I fought Benavidez, that was 3 weeks notice. When I fought Anthony Durrell, that was 5 weeks notice. And y'all saw what I did. Then they robbed me in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Vaughn Alexander, they gave me no chance, but they gave me a 6-week camp. Easy fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the opportunity like you give the rest of these fighters. Let me show you what I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can't win a fight against one of the best in the world in 2 weeks. I can admit that. I'm not that good. You feel me? Like I can't beat somebody that's one of the best in the world with 2 weeks notice. But if you give me 6 weeks, I can. I think I can. Let me show the world what I can do. That's all I'm asking.
Exactly, man. Like, shoot, man. I just remember in your last fight, damn, man. But you did your thing, man. I clearly thought you had it.
You know what's crazy about my last fight, bro? I took it like everybody knows. I took it in 6 days notice. I just got out of jail, bro. Like I just did 3.5 weeks in jail for something I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was dumb. I was in like I did something stupid. It came back caught up to me, so I had to sit down for 3 weeks. So I sat down for 3 weeks, lost a lot of money. My business was still here. I had to pay my rent. I had to pay a lot of bills, and I had no way of paying it. All of a sudden, I get an offer to fight undefeated fighter in his hometown, 6 days notice. And you know what I'm saying? Like I did what I had to do to protect my investment, my future, my you feel me? So I gambled on myself. You feel me? If I'm gonna gamble on anybody, it's gonna be me. So I took a shot. I fought the fight, fought my heart out. I came up short, unfortunately, but it was nothing bad. It's like I made nothing but fans from that experience. And just moving forward, man. Like I'm like I've proven to everybody in boxing that I'll fight anybody. You feel me? So like now, give me the chance to display my skill.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So what do you think
I'm
about?
sorry, I'm doing a lot of talking. Let me let you interview me, bro. I apologize.
You're good, bro. I like this, bro. Like because I just got done with an interview from someone in in Europe, and he was telling me that he likes how I listen to the fighter, and he's watched some of my past interviews, and he's like, I like how you listen to the fighter, and it's like he's teaching you some stuff, and you're just taking it all in, you're soaking it in, and that's one thing that I didn't think anyone really noticed that, bro, but that's
That's
pretty
good,
dope.
man. Yeah, that's good,
And
bro.
so like with your gym and being in Vegas coming after the pandemic, how's it going for you now?
It's going great for me, man. Like the pandemic, respectfully, has been great for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's been a hard time for a lot of people, so I'm not trying to undermine the severity of the pandemic, but it was a blessing for me because health became a primary concern for a lot of people, making sure they're taking care of their bodies and stuff like that. So you have somebody that's as passionate in taking care of their body and knowledge of their anatomy and stuff like I am. It helps me, you know what I'm saying? Like this was all business for me because people want to take care of themselves and I'm the person you go to. So I was able to build my business off of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So I've been blessed through this hard time.
With your whole fitness and your fitness center, your boxing, um, what's one thing that say when your career is done and you just hang up your gloves and you're just like, what's one thing you always take away from everything that you've gotten as of right now?
Let's see. One thing I'll take away from it. It's an interesting question. I don't know. That's very broad. Thing. Just the experience, man. I learned so much through boxing, man. I've been blessed to find what God put me here for at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother walked me into the gym at 8 years old. I had no idea what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? She just brought me in the gym to train with her. And it led to this, bro. Like, so I'm just truly grateful to my mother, to God first, my mother, and both my parents. And just where it's taking me, bro. Like I hope this is an inspiration to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, New York. My mother's just a random lady. You know what I'm saying? Like if she didn't have a big boxing background, she had no boxing background. You know what I'm saying? Like she walked in the gym with me, I fell in love with it, and she fell in love with it because she loved me. You feel me? Like, and what we're creating right now is special. So that's the biggest takeaway. Is like I'm living my dream with my family, and I want to see how far I got to go with it.
That's
Like, but
good.
I've already done enough. If this is as far as I go with it, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's a great place to be in, bro. Like, it's a great place to be in a life where you're happy with no matter what happens. If Emma Williams was my last professional boxing match, I'm happy.
Yeah. And by like everything that you've been through and everything, it's crazy because I just by interviewing you once, I've gotten my brother-in-law, I guess he didn't remember I interviewed you, and he sent me a clip of you in the gym, at Mayweather's gym. I guess that went viral on ES that that who's that media guy?
At least take back.
Yeah, it went viral on and his page, I guess, and my brother-in-law sent it to me. He goes, "Hey, wasn't that the guy that isn't GT?" He saw GT and he goes, "Oh, isn't that the guy that you interviewed that was with AB?" And I said, "Yeah, man, I had two guys over there that night that they were training, and it was dope to see both of y'all in the gym, with just a living legend as Floyd."
Shout out to GT. GT is dope. So shout out to him.
Yeah, and I was just like, I told my brother, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I had both those guys on my channel, bro." And he goes, "Wow, like you're really doing something." And I said, "Dude, like I try to make the non-believers into believers, and I'm almost at 100 subscribers, man. And just to be able to touch base with, a lot of names in boxing and amateurs, dude, I felt like I've done a lot already,
That's
man."
what's up, bro. Like seriously, man. Like people take for granted like how dope this is. Like what you're doing, man. Like from like you're talking to pro athletes and pro trainers and in the professional sport. Like this is dope. What you're doing, you ask good questions. You're saying like you're entertaining, you're interesting. Like this is dope.
I appreciate it, man. And I know, um, I don't know where my mind was at. I think because I have like I was supposed to have an interview with Liddell Bellows. I think it was last week. So I'm like, I have all these questions in my head, and this one right here lets you know that I'm real, man. I'm not even looking at my notes, man. This one, this one today, I was going off the top of my head, and I was like, all right, I know I have two fighters that fought Edgar, but I know that he didn't fight Edgar. He fought, Elmo Williams. I don't know why I said that, bro, but that just shows you, man, how raw this always is.
Yeah.
That's why I like to keep shit in there like that into my videos, just because especially that dude in Europe, he was like, I like how raw your channel is. You basically speak your mind, you let them say what they want to say, and there's no special effects, there's no editing, you can't tell that there's editing. And that's just one thing I love, bro. Love it.
That's great, man. For real, bro.
How do you feel about it brings me to my question, how do you feel about where boxing is right now? Like especially with not only how this summer of boxing is, going so far with all these big fights, title fights, and the zone Showtime. How do you feel about these guys that are YouTubers and media influencers?
Boxing is in an amazing place. I think it's in the best place I've seen it in a long time. People are saying, "Oh, boxing is dying. Like this is bad." This is the most boxing has been talked about ever. You know what I'm saying? Like we have these YouTubers who are right now our celebrities. I'm saying like they're like some of the most lit people in the world. Honestly, just off of the casual person following. That's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like the casual person watch you, they have a big viewing. And now we're getting them all in our sport. These guys aren't playing basketball. They aren't playing football. Like they're not like, oh, I don't like you. Let's have a pickup game of baseball. Let's have a pick. They saying I don't like you. Let's fight. And they come into our craft. I'm saying like, and they're bringing a lot of attention to it. Why wouldn't you like this? I'm saying like people that's talking negatively about it. It's kind of weird. Like I think it's cool. Yeah, I don't want to fight them. Like I don't want to fight. I want to fight boxers, but like I think the attention that it's given us is amazing. You know what I'm saying like it's dope. Like shout out to Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all the YouTubers. Shout out to them. Like, but just understand you about to get beat up. But it's dope that y'all bringing man attention. Like I think Logan Paul and Floyd is genius. Like it's crazy to me that people call this man slow. Like, do you see what he's doing right now? He's making the easiest bag in athletic history.
Yeah.
Think about it. The easiest bag in athletic history